Hey, what's going on? So I want to talk about the Tri Selio and the armors. Pretty much, you're probably wondering, which one you should get. You're working on it right now. You'll be working on it for this month, and you're kind of wondering, okay, well, which one should I get? Of course, understand. I always got your back here. Okay, always got your back. First, be sure to like, subscribe. Helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. So in regards to the units, obviously you're going to go to this NPC to handle these exchanges, and you will find it down here at the upgrade armor, upgrade equipment, and you will see that these Trestasis are here. Of course, you can, if you're on keyboard, you can do Q, and that cycles the palette here, but you can see that one gives HP plus 40, PP plus 4, one gives HP plus 80, and then one gives PP plus 8. And so if you're wondering, which one you should get, because remember, here, I am never going to try to force you to do something. Always understand that. That is a key element of who I am, of what I do. I provide you the tools to make the decision yourself. If you want to listen to the tools, if you want to listen to what I have to say, I will provide you the tools. I'm never going to be in a situation where you have to do this. You have to do that. I will explain to you why this might be the better option, or might be the better option, but I'm not going to sit here and shame you or sit here and be like, oh, well, so you didn't listen to me. You had to do this. No, it doesn't work like that. At the end of the day, I provide you the tools necessary for you to make an informed decision, and then that allows you to make that informed decision if you so decide to choose so, or if you want to switch it up, then you can switch it up. Either way, the big thing is that you heard the information and you intook the information that was given. So at any rate, pretty much this really just comes down to how you want to play it. So don't let anyone tell you that you have to pick this one, have to pick that one, or whatever. You can pick whatever one you want to pick. For instance, this HP one is plus 80, which is pretty huge. So many of y'all know I generally run with a set group of 4 people on like new release bosses. Otherwise, like 95% of what I do is in pugs, is in public groups, randoms. But when it comes to like new bosses, stuff like that, I usually have like a set group of 4 people that I usually run with. And of course, one of these people is usually me, who I can't say what class I play on because I play on whatever class. It just happens to be whatever class I'm playing at the time because I gear them all. But and then a Slayer, a Waker, and it ranges between a bow braver, a bouncer, or or a ranger. That's usually how that pans out with my group. But pretty much what I want to say here is that the Waker who I play with, is one of the best Wakers on the server. He chose to go at full HP. So, that's what he wanted. And he's a Waker, you see he already has the resistance because of the freaking familiars or whatever the hell they're called, the pets. So it's like you already have that, but pretty much he's sitting at almost around 2k HP right now. For reference, I'm at what 106. I mean, that's without food and stuff though. So, but that's a big jump, and that's high survivability. Actually, it should be higher because I have my unit off right now because I was about to exchange it. But nonetheless, he's at almost 2k HP. So there's no worry about that. You can just straight kind of face tank everything if you need to. I think he has Tri Shield anyway also. But pretty much, is that he has that survivability. He plays a class where he didn't really have to worry about PP. He mains Waker. So that's what he chose. And that's a great option because that's what he decided that he wants to use. So for me personally, I have personally made one of them PP plus 8. Currently, both of them, my Trestasis were the PP plus variant. However, pretty much I'll probably going to, in fact, I'll just do it right now because that's why I have that unit off. I'm going to make one of these units, the regular one. That's what's going to happen here. So we're going to exchange this. We're going to grab all these. We're just going to exchange that just right here. This is the regular one that gives the HP and the PP. So we're just going to exchange that. And now we have that there. So now I'm not too sure what exactly I'm going to do with my final one, but that's kind of how I wanted to do it because I do like the HP as well. Because, PP used to be a bigger issue at a point in time, but it's not so much anymore because we're at higher levels, so we have more PP. If you look back at like 50 cap, 60 cap, whatever, PP, sometimes you can find yourself struggling because you couldn't get in the full amount of rotations that you needed because you didn't have access to all that PP, plain and simple. So you couldn't really get those rotations in properly. So it wasn't really an option. But you don't really have that as much as greatly anymore. Now, some classes are a bit more. It's like Slayer, for example, consumes a lot of PP because Slayer's rotation is 50 PP. It's 25 and 25. So it's 50 PP. So that does consume a good amount, right? So it just depends on what class you are playing, on which one you might want to go to. So don't let anyone tell you that you have to go to this one, have to go to that one. Choose the ones that you believe are going to work best for you. If you want all the HP in the world, then get the HP ones. That's a lot of freaking HP. That's 380 units. That's a lot of freaking extra HP on you. If you want to just kind of do the balance, the HP plus PP, do that. If you want to mix and match, you want the PP plus 8 like I did, and then do one of these. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on my last. It's probably going to be the PP plus 8, probably, but I don't know for certain. Then do that. You have the freedom to do that. It is an MMORPG. You have the freedom, as long as you understand the baselines of the foundational values of what you were doing and why you were making these choices, you have the freedom to make the choices as you made to your specific playstyle. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, like the foundation, like kind of like, as long as you understand on the foundational value that you need a certain amount of like potency to clear an MDFD, then as long as you understand that foundational value, you could do whatever once you're there. You can switch up however you know what I'm saying? Like it's that same, that's what I mean by like foundational values. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know that in case you were wondering, in case you need to hear it from someone. Play the game how you want to play it in regards of how your playstyle is fitting to how you're gearing and how you're choosing to approach the game and have your units built. As long as you understand the foundational values of where you should be at and how your class works and things of the sort. So hopefully that's making sense to y'all. But nonetheless, of course, we have the Tri Selio series, which we did finish ours, which is very nice. I'm telling you, these are that red, bro. Bro, that red is on point, bro. I'm telling you, son. Tri Selio. Look at that. That's this is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And honestly, it does not take that long. Of course, we have a boost coming up next week as well for the LTQ. So there's not really much for me to focus on here because it's the better weapon. Of course, if you're curious about the potential, if you haven't seen it, then pretty much the big thing here is that it's 45 potency, where I believe Trestasis was 43. Right. And then increased PB dodge, so this is plus 10, whereas over here is plus 15. So this definitely creates some situations as well where maybe subbing Tekker really starts to show an impact in certain situations. Especially maybe if you're using a blaster, which of course I use a blaster on my daggers right here. But there's a lot of different variations, a lot of different ways that you can go about this. Of course, this is obviously I'm speaking here if you're paired with Ortis armors as well, obviously as well. I'm speaking there, but there's a lot of options there to be handled. So just throwing this out there so that way y'all can hear it, so y'all understand it, that y'all are able to come to a fine definitive conclusion as to what y'all want to do and not feel the pressure of someone trying to force you to, oh, you have to pick this one, you have to pick the PP one, you have to pick the PP one, it's the only one that matters. No, pick the one that you feel suits you. Much love, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah! Spike to content.